everyone, Roberto here for another video review. It's a special one. It's the M&S Colin the Caterpillar chocolate cake jar. Yes, they're cake in a jar basically for Colin the Caterpillar. Yes, you see, it looks very gooey, very moist. Did do a Halloween one, which I don't believe is as good as this one actually. I reviewed that last week. Yeah, people in the sort of comments online and things have been saying this one's a bit better, the other one was a bit too sweet, and I did find it a bit too sort of sickly sweet, so we'll see. Never had Colin the Caterpillar cake before, so no idea what to expect. I'm assuming good things. Very calorific, it's very calorific. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, the last one was about about 600 700 calories, something like that, so yeah, so it's ridiculous. It doesn't actually tell you how calorific it is. I think it tells you how per 100 grams, things like this, but yeah, so have to have a look and see. I'll probably put a caption or just go away now and find out. Yeah, so I just went away actually. You would have seen me just cut away, but yeah, so it's basically per 100 grams. We can see the, I don't know if we can see quite the calories on here specifically. I'm not even sure it's got them, but per 100 grams it's 434 calories, 20.6 grams of fat, 12.5 of which are saturates, and I've worked that out that yeah, 772 calories for the whole tub for this, 178 grams. So yeah, pretty calorific, really, pretty calorific. Yeah, so I'll put a caption on for the rest of the fat and stuff like that. But yes, pretty high in calories, so let's hope it's worth it, really. So as for the appearance of it itself, I don't think it looks anything too great from the look of it. I mean, it's got like a sort of sticky sort of sticker on it to put the image on and things like this, so all this is a sticker, so it doesn't look too amazing. It looks a bit haphazard, I think, but it looks alright. It does the job, I guess. What does it say on it? Colin the Caterpillar, suitable vegetarians. Colin the Caterpillar is registered trademark, M&S. Okay. Not suitable ingredients in bowl, nuts and peanuts. Okay. Chocolate sponge cake laid with white and milk chocolate chips, chocolate ganache, and a chocolate Colin the Caterpillar face. Okay, so it sounds very similar to the Halloween one, to be honest with you. Yeah, what else has it got in it? Any palm oil or anything like that? Can't see anything obvious, but might have, but I can't see any, so alright, don't think it does, that I can see anyway. Yeah, okay, yeah, not too bad. Alright, yeah, so anything else of interest? Nothing too special to talk about tonight. I can see some chocolate chips there. The chocolate face, and some white ones there as well. The chocolate face in it was a white chocolate one in the Halloween one, so we'll see whether that's the case in this one. But yeah, well, I don't think there's much more to say, to be honest with you. A bit of a QR code there, feel free to scan it. What else? A cake in a jar, yeah. Peel here, peel here. Okay, it's a bit weird, I don't know why it's got peel there for, but yeah, just twist it, I think, but there we go. there's a perforation there as well, so yeah, it's a bit odd. Alright, well, if we should give it an open, get into it further. So let's do it. Let's give it an open. Right, let's go. Let's get this Colin the Caterpillar chocolate cake jar an open. Yes, looks very interesting, very interesting. Yeah, don't think there's too much more to say about it, really. We've had a look about what it looks like, and looks okay, but I think we need to have a look at it on the inside. So yeah, so let's do that. Right, time recording done about 840 reviews, if not more, believe it or not. So if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. In the tutorial corner, I'll put a link to a place to all my other reviews. So if you like this one, as I say, check those out and hopefully enjoy those too. I'll probably put a couple of links to other playlists that are similar to this as well, cake bars and M&S stuff maybe. Might put a link to the other Colin the Caterpillar cake jar as well, I did. But yeah, there we go. So you can see it there, looks interesting. Quite similar to the Halloween one, as I say, just slightly different colour eyes. I think the ones have red eyes, I think. That's quite nice, quite interesting one. There's as much. Let's see, let's try and scoop it out a bit. I don't know if there's much to let's have a see. Yeah, let's have a look, see what we can get. Let's see, the Halloween one had yellow in it, but you can see it's just different layers of chocolate, so looks alright, looks okay. But the Halloween one definitely had a bit more of a colour to it. Yeah, I don't think there's too much to say really, other than we just need to get into and taste it really, but looks an interesting one. So we'll plunk it on the plate here. So go through it, but yeah, as you can see, quite stiff as well, quite thick. This ganache, so you can see sort of, yeah, chocolate ganache at the bottom there as well. So definitely looks very nice, definitely indulgent. But yeah, definitely there's much more to say. Perhaps didn't need to go to this level of look into it, but we can see here what we're up against. So it does look nice. Definitely chocolate cakey. Little chocolate chips as well. So quite good. I think the layers are a bit more evenly distributed in this one than the Halloween one. Halloween was all over the place. This one seems to be very well layered, and I think a bit more, yeah, a bit more interesting rather than just it all sort of being a bit haphazard and all over the place. So yeah, let's give it a taste, see what it's like, and see if it's any better. So let's do it. Let's give it a taste. Okay, let's give this Colin the Caterpillar chocolate cake jar a taste. Yeah, so I had a look into it. Looks very indulgent. Lots of, yeah, chocolate chips and cream and all sorts going on, and ganache and things like this. No, if it's, well, sort of cream anyway, yeah. Like some buttercream, I guess. But yeah, okay, we've got a bit from deep in the middle of the cake, so might get it all over my face, we'll see, but let's give it a taste. Let's do it. Yeah, not bad at all. Very typical chocolate cake, I think you'd say. You know, just tastes sort of very, lots of sponge, lots of sort of cream. I don't know if it's too crazy a taste, really. It's alright so far. Let's give a bit of the top a taste with all these chocolate chips and stuff like that. Yeah. A bit nice with the chocolate, I think. Definitely would say. So I've got that sort of indulgent ganache as well. It tastes okay for the moment. It tastes just like a typical chocolate cake that you've ever had. You know, it's a nice cake all the same. If you ever go for a slice of chocolate cake somewhere, it tastes very similar to that, and I think that's probably what you'd expect. And so I've not had Colin the Caterpillar cake before, but yeah, it tastes alright. It's not blowing my socks off or anything. I've got this massive chunk of stuff here. I'll put that into the main one. Yeah. It's okay. Let's try the topper here, which is the Colin Caterpillar face. Well, it's a bit smothered in chocolate now, but nonetheless, big white chocolate face. Let's see. Very thick. Only one of them in it though. I guess on the actual cake, it's probably on the front of it, or it's a replica of it. It's alright. I read online a lot of people thought the Halloween one wasn't as good. I think the Halloween one was better than this actually. A little more exciting. I like sort of yellow bits in it, and like a yellow layer of chocolate cream or ganache, whatever. As well as all the rest of it. It just tastes a bit better as well. I think, you know, I thought, oh well, I tasted that one last time. I thought, well, it tastes alright, nothing too special. And then I read online people saying, oh, this one's better and nicer, and the other one was too sweet. And so I thought, oh well, maybe that's why it's nothing too special then, because I heard all good things about Colin the Caterpillar cakes, but this one's not as good really. It's very typical. It's quite dry. It's catching my throat a bit. Could be the white chocolate doing that really. I say it's dry. It's not that dry actually. It's a bit of a. It's a bit of a. It's just sort of catching my throat with the. I guess it's the white chocolate rather than it being dry or anything like that. It's quite moist the cake, but it's not. You know, there's still sponge there, and it's not. It's more moist because of what's with it, or the cream and things. The sponge itself, you know, you can't really taste too much. As far as it being moist is concerned, because I say it's just smothered in other stuff really, but the sponge itself is relatively normal. Yeah, it's okay. But for me, like I said with the Halloween one, the problem is it's very much in competition with things like Ben and Jerry's tubs of ice cream, you know, the calorie-wise things and stuff like that, and I think those are a lot nicer for me. I think I would rather have the equivalent size. So the weightage is difficult to gauge, but you know, the equivalent size of some Ben and Jerry's ice cream, I think it's just more refreshing, more nice, more interesting. We even have the sort of bits of cake in Ben and Jerry's in some of them. I just think they're just more exciting, more interesting, more worth the calories than this. I think this is okay, but in the end of the day, it is really just like a slice of cake. And chocolate cake's all right, but I think generally, you know, it can be quite sweet and can be quite sickly, and I think this one is quite sweet and sickly. Not that's necessarily a bad thing, but I think, you know, after a few spoonfuls and things, you've had enough of it really, and I think that's the case with me. Whereas with Ben and Jerry's ice cream, you know, I could quite happily eat the whole tub of those, and they're just nicer, more interesting, probably more calorific, but generally just better. This is okay. It's still a nice chocolate cake, you know, but I don't think it's as good as the Halloween one. People were saying online, as I say, or look, at least a couple of reviews I'd seen where they said they preferred the main one, just said it was just better, not quite as sweet. But this one is just as sweet. It just tastes roughly the same, but it's just not as nice. When the Halloween one had a bit more going about it, had like I say the yellow parts in it, all the different colours and things, so purples in it, a lot more interesting, looked great. This one's very mundane, it's very just all chocolatey and things. It's just like a typical chocolate cake, and it doesn't, which is fine. And say typical, yeah, you know, one you just buy in a shop and things. It's the sponge is okay, but as I say, it's nothing here nor there really. The main thing about it is the fact you've got tons of chocolate ganache and cream and things. You know, buttercream just you know really mean you can't really taste the sponge that well. Lots of chocolate chips as well, but it's at the end of the day, if you have a slice of chocolate anywhere from a reasonable patisserie or wherever you'd go, it would taste like this. You know, it's just a typical nice chocolate cake, but it's not anything more than that. And it's not as good as the Halloween one, which is more colourful, more interesting. I think generally just slightly better tasting, just slightly. And I think I gave that a 4 out of 5 really, and just a bit is this one's not as good. So I think I'm going to say a 3.5 out of 5 for this. It's on a different scale than chocolate bars and things. This generally, you know, a 3.5 chocolate bar is not really in the same sort of level as this. You know, that's sort of comparing, you know, it's comparing sort of apples with pears and things like that. You know. But you know, not all the same, I still feel like the experience is roughly a similar one as far as the rating is concerned. Because I just feel like this is just a bit sort of mundane, not very exciting. You know, I don't know. It's just a chocolate cake, and I don't think it really satisfies me that much, as I say. And yeah, I think you know, it's got the moist cake, it's got the sort of chocolate chip pieces in it and things like this. It's got lots of cream and ganache and all sorts in it. But at the end of the day, that's what most chocolate cakes have, and it doesn't taste anything more than, as I say, any other chocolate cake you'll have, any other indulgent chocolate cake you'll see in most, as I say, shops. So that's why I can't really rate it too highly. As nice as it is, but I think for me, I'd rather spend the calories on something like a Ben & Jerry's ice cream with fudge pieces or birthday cake pieces or cake pieces in it and get best of both worlds. So there you go. That's where I'm going with this one, I think. And as I say, it's not really as good as Halloween one either, which is more colourful, more interesting, roughly the same, but just a bit better, basically. I think the ingredients were roughly, as I say, the same, but it just had different colours and it just tasted a bit more interesting. And yeah, they're a bit more smoother with the, as I say, yellow cream in it or custard or whatever it was. It just looked a bit better and tasted a bit better, and the purple in it as well. Just was a bit better in most areas really. At the end of the day, it's pretty much just a nice chocolate cake, and that's about it. But not as nice as others, I think, as I say, the Halloween one. So it's quite close to a 4 out of 5. But I think for me, let's say I've tasted chocolate cakes like this many times. It tastes about the same as all the others I've tasted. You know, it's a nice chocolate cake, but not really going to blow your socks off. So 3.5 out of 5. Okay, guys, so if you enjoyed that review, follow me on Instagram, check out YouTube member program, go to support the channel, it really is. Find link for that's in the description, as is the link for the Discord server. Leave a comment or free, I like my videos, as I say. Always great to hear from you and always do reply. Take care, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Okay, guys, bye for now. See ya.